What is going on, family? Welcome to a back testing session. It is actually May 5th, 2022. Um, and I actually, give me a second here. Okay. And I wanted to do a back testing session on a move that I caught this morning on NAS100. I actually caught a sell here this morning. And between two partial trades made about $103. I'm going to show you guys how I got to that process. So let me activate my back testing here. And I want to say that I actually started right up in this area here. All right. Yeah, that's perfect. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the, let me see here. Auto save is off. So good. So then I'm going to actually show you how I went through this whole process. So I'm going to actually erase everything here. Turn off all the indicators. All right. So the very first thing that I typically do is mark up market structure from the 15-minute to the 4-hour. So let's go ahead and start that. Let me pause this recording until I get to the beginning of price. All right, so I got to the beginning of price. And then what I do is I put a vertical line in here. All right. And then basically I start marking up market structure using horizontal lines and of course zones. And I based off of that off of institutional imbalances in the market. Okay. Actually, this is supposed to be yellow. So as you can see, this support caused imbalances in the market, which made price spring up very, very fast and did the same thing up to here. So that's a good support line. You have one right here, one here, one right here, and one here. And then I start to draw zones off of these horizontal lines, all right? All right, that's what I typically did. And then what I'll do is just go on ahead to the 30-minute time frame and do the same exact thing. Let me go all the way back to the last point. And of course, this is where the vertical line I drew here before. So now as you can see, there are some lines I need to draw here. So for the 30-minute, I'm going to put that here. Let me know where I started my 30-minute markup. I put that up here. It's going to be green. I'm going to make this green as well. And so now I'm going to do the same thing here. This is price hit this support and it made price the huge bullish run up here, but it caused a lot of insufficiency in price and imbalance in the market. So that's a good level. And then you have one here as well. One there. And the final one down here. And I'm going to draw zones for that. Trying to make these zones a little bit thinner. I don't want to clutter nothing, but just showing you guys a quick process on what I did. All right. And so now we have pretty much a 30-minute time frame marked up at this point. Now I think it's safe to go to the 1 hour. So now you see that the 1 hour needs to be marked up a little bit more at this point. So then, this is a good level here. We're going to make this red. Yeah, I think it's safe to put one here. Yeah. All right. So now that we did that, and then this is where current price is at, but I'm going to go to the 4 hour. And then I'm just going to mark this last spot here. I'm going to make this, which is the 4 hours, so the purple line, put a purple zone here. And there we go. So now I completed step one. All this is marked up. So now we're going to go back to the 15-minute time frame. And now we're going to go to current price. Now, in this situation, looking at current price, now I'm probably going to erase this zone because I probably don't need it. If I do, I'll put it back later. All right. Now, what the first thing I do is I like to identify the trend of the market. So of course we saw most recent move here to the upside, which caused a huge amount of insufficiency in price, huge imbalance in price. And then of course, price kind of ranged a little bit and then it went down for a strong bearish trend, which caused some more efficiency or imbalance in price. Pull back and it looks like it's going again. So in this case, it's safe to say that prices overall, at current price here, is really bearish. So I'll just draw a trend line here. All right. That's what we're going to put. Now, I can put a little bit of a note here. Like I say, bearish trend line. All right. And I might move this all the way up to here. All right. Now, the next thing I like to do is turn on my higher high or higher low, your strategy indicator. And this is where I actually put my breakout X factors lines. This helps me to see, this helps me to gauge as to whether I'm going to buy and sell based off of an outbreak. Okay. So I typically set that for, you know, the most recent high and the most recent low where price is at. So in this case, it's the most recent high and this is the most recent low. So this is where I put my X factor lines here. So then this is going to be for the sell. Okay. That's what I do. Then what I do is I turn on my order block indicator and I look at areas where there's a lot of imbalance. And as you can see, this move caused a lot of imbalance in the market. Turn this off. So I use imbalances as my take profit because depending on the situation, that the banks are going to have to fill these imbalances in, because when they put in their buy or sell orders, um, they have a lot of money to put in these orders, and that's what make price spring up very fast or spring down very fast. That makes sense. So when they put in these orders and prices springing up, for example, for example here, they made billions or trillions of dollars in profit because price sprung up in the buy so high. But it also left a lot of sell orders open as well. So it also put them billions and trillions of dollars in the negative. So they're going to have to come back to sell off all of this in order to be back into the positive, if that makes sense. So based on me knowing that, I see there's a lot of imbalance. They're going to have to either come back and sell off half of this, if not all. So this is going to be a good take profit zone for me here. So then I put a horizontal line here, and then possibly even one. Well, I'm not going to put one there yet. And then there was a little bit of imbalance here as well. So it's a possibility that might drive price up to maybe fill this, or maybe to drive price up to here. So I would probably put my first take profit here, maybe even up here. So based on that, sometimes I look at the Harami candles. Like there was a Harami candle here. That's what made price spring up. And I believe I see a Harami candle which made price sell here. So it's a possibility it might sell again, but it might break out and buy up, or maybe pull up and then jump down. But in this case, price sold, okay? So the reason why I thought price was going to sell was because of all this imbalance that this previous move started. So then at that point, what I basically do is I start setting my take profit zones, okay? I mean, my risk to reward tools for my buy or sell. So for the short position, I set it to here. And then basically, my goal is to get at least 10 pips worth of NAS. So if I get it down to here, I would definitely make some money. So then this would be my first take profit here. And then coming down here, this would be my second one. So then basically, I would just label my take profits. So this one would be, the first one here would be, 780 plus pips, okay, of NAS. Okay. So now that I'm actually at current price, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually backtrack and go back to what I drew. So that way I can show you exactly what I did. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to set everything and then I'm going to go back. So then basically I set my take profits, and then the second one here, this was over $1,300 worth of pips. Okay, so that was my take profit too. Okay, then I ended up setting another risk to reward tool for the buy, just in case price buys up. And the reason why I set these risk to reward tools is because when I click on it, it's going to have my stop loss and take profit ready. So I'll be able to paste it in and be ready to go if price goes whatever direction. Then of course, take profit one here. Let's set this one. TP1, which would have been about 670 pips worth of NAS. All right, that's TP1. And then if I thought price was going to go up to this point, then I probably would have just put another one here. That would be over 1,300. Okay. For TP2. Okay. And then that's what I did. And then basically after that, I turned on my Delorean EMA indicator. It's extra confirmation, and then I waited. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm gonna go all the way back until I drew everything to where current price was at. Let me pause this recording until I get to that point. All right, I'm back. So now you see exactly what I drew up when we first started this back testing session. Let me do a few things here. Okay, so now once I set my take profit levels and I turned on my Delorean EMA indicator, I got everything ready. I basically waited for the 9:30 bell in a nutshell. And once I did that, I just waited to see what price did. And then basically I just jumped in. Now, what I'm gonna also do is I'm gonna also show you in my phone, once we're done with this back testing session, I'm gonna show you what I profited for the day. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And I'll show you that in a minute. So now we're gonna watch and see what price ended up doing. So price started pushing down, and really in reality, before even the 9:30 bell started, price was already kind of dripping into a sell anyway. Price kind of pushed down a little bit more, and even then I didn't really kind of jump in yet. Well, I believe probably when the next candle formed and it started pushing down after this one, then that's when I started getting in. So by now I'm already in. I probably already out of the trade because I got into this whole candle here. And I believe on my first profit, it was $74 profit. But let me hold on, so I want to make sure. No, it was a $70 profit, okay? So at this point, I'm out of the trade, but it ends up hitting my TP, of course, my first take profit, and then my second take profit that I had down here. No, I take that back. Actually, it hit my second take profit down here. So let me actually go back. I want to honestly say that I actually got in at this point here. I just went on ahead and just jumped in. That's what I did. And so then by the time price actually hit down here, I was already out of the trade and made my $70. But then it went down even further, smashed my take profit here, of course, when it got to here, and then smashed my second take profit when it passed through this point. And by then I was already out of the trade, been out of the trade, but price still kept on dropping. And it dropped all the way down to this next zone. So I was actually correct in my analysis, because look at all this imbalance that they had to fill from this previous move before. So they had to sell off pretty much all of that to get into the positive again. Let's see how far and then it's still dripping down. Okay, and it dripped down. So they had to get all of this, which makes sense. They dripped it down all the way down to this support here. So I could have actually just brought this down to here. But that's really where price went. Let me go down to here. Let's save. All right, that's where price went. See, did all of that. So it dropped heavily. Still hitting this area's liquidity. The crazy thing about it is price even went past the 20 point on the RSI. So it's ready to come back up again. But then of course it went down even further, which is insane. It's dropping even more. But now it's coming back up. So now what we're going to do is I want to just play this in full replay. Then after that, we'll be done with this back testing session. Actually, that's a little too fast. Hold on. Let me slow it down just a little bit here. All right. Do that. Boom. First take profit smashed. Second take profit smashed. Still going. Still going. Still going. Get this next support here. Boom. 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 Now it's ready to kind of come back up a little bit. Boom, went down some more. Now it's ready to come back up. And so now that I see that this actually kind of broke this structure here, it's letting me know that it's probably going to be ready to buy up. And look at this here. Now this huge move created a lot of imbalance in the market as well. So now they're going to have to come back and mitigate all of this area here. So now I have an idea of what NAS is probably going to do within 24 hours. You see? So yeah, that's how I was able to catch this move. So that's it for this back testing session, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.